everyone, Megan here from Crystal Lake Public Library Adult Services. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be walking you through the process of making caramels, chocolate covered caramels. This is the book the recipe is from. I own this copy, but we do have a copy available at the library, and we're open for curbside pickup now, so you can put a copy of this on hold. It's also available through our ebooks. So an online version has all the same recipes, all the same information, and that's on through Overdrive, I believe. So check that out on our website. This recipe is nice because it just takes 3 basic ingredients. So the first one, pitted dates. You can use medjool or any type of date that you have or that you can purchase and find at the store. Peanut butter, creamy or crunchy, and chocolate. So options for this, I always have some nice dark chocolate at home. You can break that up and melt it down. Hershey's chocolate always works, or chocolate chips. Another optional ingredient is salt, just a small pinch of salt. So the first thing you want to do is take your dates, and mine have pits, so I'm going to take all the pits out and set those aside. And you want to have probably around 10 dates. It says 7 ounces. You can, round up to 8 ounces. Do a cup, nice and easy round measurement. So we're going to have that, measure out the dates, and then you're going to process them either in a food processor or a blender. Today I'm going to use a blender, and you want to process them first by themselves, kind of until they make a paste. And then you can add the peanut butter and then a pinch of salt. You want to process until a paste forms, or sometimes it starts to make a ball. That's when you want to stop, take the date paste out of the blender, and set it in a bowl. Put it in the fridge or freezer to chill so it can harden up, because we're going to make them into little balls. We're going to roll them into balls, and it's much easier for your hands for the process if it's chilled before you form. So while the caramel is chilling in the fridge or freezer, we're going to make our chocolate. Very simple process. I have chocolate chips on hand, so I'm going to use that. If you only have a chocolate bar, no problem. What we're going to do is about a 1/4 cup, filling up my measuring cup here. I have a 1/4 cup, then I'm going to pour them into a bowl. And I forgot to mention in previous step, an option for the chocolate is to add just a tiny, maybe half a teaspoon of coconut oil to the chocolate. So you're going to put this in the microwave or stovetop, up to you. If you're on the stovetop, it's going to be a very low simmer. Microwave, start with 30 seconds, give it a stir, and increments of 15 seconds until it's nice and liquid. So I switched my chocolate to a smaller bowl. It would just be easier for the dunking of the caramels. So you have it nice and liquidy. Set that aside. Time to roll your caramel balls. Take your chilled caramel out of the fridge or freezer, wherever you had it stored. And you're going to just take a teaspoon, small teaspoon size, get the caramel together and roll it into a ball in between your hands. Sometimes it helps if you moisten your hands, it makes it a little less sticky. So then you have your small bite-sized caramel balls. And from there, we're going to put them on a parchment-lined sheet or plate. I have mine here ready. So we're going to go through, roll all the caramels into balls and place them on the cookie sheet. It'll take a few minutes, make them nice and as even as you can inside. Next step is the fun part. You have all your balls. After that point, after you've rolled them all out, you can re-chill them again depending how room temperature or soft they've become. If they're too warm, they're harder to work with. So from there, we're going to dip them in chocolate. So get your chocolate. We just pop the caramel in, roll it around, use a spoon or a fork, cover all the sides, and take your chocolate covered caramel and put it on that parchment-lined paper, parchment-lined cookie sheet or plate. So after all the caramels are dipped, put them back on the cookie sheet or plate, return that to the freezer at least 15 minutes for them to really solidify, and let the caramel and chocolate harden up. And from there, you get to enjoy. One tip, they are best served straight from the freezer. They really have a nice crunch of the chocolate and the soft caramel, which just kind of loses its oomph if you leave it on the counter especially, or even in the fridge. Time to wash up. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the library soon.